tips for importing data into your Salesforce. While you're actually putting data into Salesforce, how you should prepare a file, and a few quick things there. Certain things are pretty common, creating a file, like, if there is a text field, for text field, putting the value for text is, simple, whatever value it is, it has got, that is there, right? However, some fields are different, and you'll have to understand how you should be actually putting the values into your CSV. New values for pick lists and multi-select pick list. If you import a pick list value that doesn't match an existing pick list value. For an unrestricted pick list, the data import wizard uses the value that in the import file. For a restricted pick list, the data import wizard uses the pick list default value. All right. So in case there's a pick list field, in pick list there will be a limited number of options, right? But when you create a pick list field, you have got two options. One is you can make the pick list unrestricted, and one is you can make the pick list restricted. So if it's a restricted pick list and you are putting some new value, it's gonna pick the default value of the pick list in that case, because pick list is restricted. If it is unrestricted, then it's gonna create new values there. Okay, so let's say in your pick list the options are India and US, and your data loader file or the CSV file that you created, that has got a value with Australia. Okay, so in that case, what it should do, it should, if it's an unrestricted, it's actually gonna create another value for the pick list. Got it? That was. In restricted pick list, it's gonna use the default value. Multi-select pick list, how does it work? How do you supply values for the multi-select pick list? Because in multi-select pick list, you will have the option of supplying multiple values. So to import multiple values into a multi-select pick list, you just have to separate the values by a semicolon in your import file. Okay, so if you are trying to put data into a multi-select pick list, multiple values can be supplied in the same column. Those values should be separated by semicolons. Checkboxes. In case you have a checkbox, how do you put the value for the checkbox in the CSV? To import data into a checkbox field, use 1 for checked value and 0 for unchecked value. So if you have a checkbox and you want to put the value for that checkbox through the CSV, you should use 1 for the checked value, 0 for not checked or unchecked. Okay, default values for pick list, multi-select pick list, and checkbox fields. If you do not map the fields in the import wizard, so if the field is not mapped, by default it's going to take the default value, which is quite natural. Date time fields, ensure that the format of any date time fields you are importing matches how they display in Salesforce per your local settings. So the date time settings in the data loader has to be similar to your local settings that you do, like that time zone that you have selected and all, based on that, or the locale that you have selected, based on that the date gets displayed on your UI. So while you're putting it into the Salesforce in the CSV file, while you're using that, there also you'll have to use the similar format. The way the way your date time are displayed on your UI. All right, so it's pretty simple. So the way things are displayed on the UI, in the same format they will be entered, right?